Sometimes we dream of doing something great. Yet the truth is, success isn't built in one grand moment. It's built in the quiet, unseen hours when we keep our promises to ourselves. Today's story is about a young man who learned that lesson the hard way, and how one meeting changed the entire course of his life. In a peaceful suburban town, there lived a boy named James Cole. He wasn't a genius, but he wasn't failing either. Just an ordinary kid with extraordinary dreams. He wanted to build something meaningful one day, maybe start his own company, make his parents proud, and live a life of purpose. But there was one thing holding him back: his own habits. James was always saying, "I'll do it tomorrow." He left his books half-read, his notes half-written, his plans half-done. His desk was always a mess, his bed unmade, and his to-do list never touched. Every day ended the same way. Him scrolling through his phone, promising he'd start fresh the next morning. But that tomorrow never came. His parents often told him, discipline is the bridge between goals and success. His teachers reminded him, consistency beats talent. But those words floated past him like whispers in the wind. James thought big success came from big efforts, massive projects, huge breakthroughs, a sudden moment of luck. What he didn't realize was that greatness is often born from the smallest acts, repeated with quiet persistence. One cloudy afternoon, James met a man who would change his thinking forever. He was walking through town after another unproductive day, kicking a pebble along the sidewalk, lost in thought. Then he noticed an elderly man sitting on a park bench, sketching something in a notebook. The man looked up and smiled warmly. "You look troubled, son. Something on your mind?" James sighed. "I just feel stuck. I want to do something big, but I can't seem to get anywhere." The old man chuckled softly. "Tell me, do you know the secret of bamboo?" James frowned. "Bamboo, like the plant?" The man nodded. "Yes. Let me tell you something." He began drawing small lines in his notebook as he spoke. A farmer once planted a bamboo seed. Every single day, he watered it. He made sure the soil was right. But for 1 year, nothing happened. 2 years passed. Still nothing. By the 3rd and 4th years, his neighbors laughed at him. They said he was wasting time. But he kept watering that empty patch of soil. Then, the man's eyes twinkled. In the 5th year, something incredible happened. The bamboo shot up 80 feet high in just 6 weeks. Everyone was shocked. But the farmer smiled, because he knew what others didn't. He leaned closer to James. Those 4 silent years weren't wasted. The seed was growing its roots, deep, wide, and strong, to support its future growth. James's heart pounded. The man continued, "That's how success works, son. It doesn't show at first. You might see nothing changing, but beneath the surface, you're growing roots. And those roots, your habits, your discipline, will one day support your dreams." James sat there, speechless. The man introduced himself as Mr. Grant, a retired professor who now spent his days mentoring young people. James's eyes lit up. "Sir, what kind of habits should I start?" Mr. Grant smiled knowingly and raised one finger. "Start small, but stay consistent. Here's how. 1. Wake up early. Even 1 hour earlier adds 365 extra hours a year. That's more than 15 extra days. Imagine what you could build with that time." James nodded slowly. He had never thought of time as a treasure that could multiply. 2. Read every day. 10 pages might not seem much, but that's 12 books a year. And 12 books can completely reshape your mind. James remembered how many nights he wasted scrolling social media when he could have been learning. 3. Set tiny goals. You don't need to climb a mountain in a day. Just take one step daily. Write 200 words, learn one new thing, improve one skill. Drops of water fill an ocean. 4. Defeat procrastination. When you feel lazy, count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and start. Don't give your brain time to argue. James smiled faintly. That sounded doable. 5. Practice gratitude. Every night, write down 3 things you're thankful for. Gratitude changes your focus from what's missing to what's meaningful. 6. Move your body daily. Even 10 minutes of exercise builds strength and confidence. You don't need a gym, you just need to show up. 7. Limit distractions. Before opening your phone, ask, is this helping me grow or wasting my time? Social media is like candy, sweet but empty. James's face turned serious. He realized how much time he'd lost chasing likes instead of goals. That evening, as he walked home under the golden sunset, James felt something different inside, a spark of determination. He decided to start small. The next morning, he woke up 1 hour earlier. He read 10 pages of a book. He wrote a single page of goals. It wasn't perfect, but it was progress. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. The change wasn't dramatic, but it was steady. He felt more focused. He began finishing tasks instead of avoiding them. His grades improved. His mind felt sharper. His confidence grew. 3 months later, James stood in front of the same park bench where he had met Mr. Grant. This time, he was smiling. "Sir, you were right," he said. "I don't feel stuck anymore." Mr. Grant chuckled. "That's because you stopped waiting for a miracle and started planting your habits." Years passed. James's name eventually became known far beyond his small town. He built a successful business that inspired others. When people asked him the secret to his success, he would always say the same thing. Success isn't built in a day, it's built daily. Small habits are invisible at first, but they create visible results later. Just like the bamboo, your efforts may stay hidden for years, but one day, they'll shoot up higher than you ever dreamed. Then he would pause, smile at his audience, and add, "Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start now, with one small habit, because big results come from small beginnings." So, my friend, as you're listening to this story, ask yourself, what's one small habit you can start today? Maybe it's waking up earlier. Maybe it's reading a page. Maybe it's simply choosing to show up even when you don't feel like it. Whatever it is, start now. Like the bamboo, your growth may not be visible at first, but one day you'll rise so tall that even those who once doubted you will look up in awe. If this story moved you, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with someone who needs a push today, and subscribe for more stories that remind you you already have everything it takes to succeed. Until next time, stay patient, stay grateful, and keep moving forward in life.